got our queen.
What's going on, everybody?
What's happening? What's happening?
Late
Monday Night Freaks, baby.
Late night freaks come out after 10:30.
That's what they say, baby.
But yeah, Sean, like I was trying to, I was mouthing to you. I almost got that one. It was like because the last couple previews I've tried to keep it chill on the amount of stuff that I'm getting. I almost got that one.
Dude, I had a freaking actually crappy comics last week because Wednesday through Friday I was in Disney, and then Saturday I left butt crack of dawn to our little staycation for Marissa's dad's 50th. So I actually didn't even get to the shop last week.
Oh, but last week's books we wouldn't even talk about today, anyways.
Exactly what show I didn't feel bad, but I do always like to go.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you guys hear about this? I mean, it's kind of big news, but I didn't really look into it. That distillery shit.
I've been seeing it. Is it just a new publisher, like AWA type stuff? Like, what is it?
That's funny that you say that. As I'm reading, I just seen it. Comic creators for AWA, which was established in 2019, revived stock in that publisher. Wait.
I mean, that's like the new thing, right? Like fucking.
Yeah, like fucking
creator owned stuff like Snyder and stuff.
He's have the rights to like your own. Have the rights to the.
Jeff Johns does that too.
To whoever you freaking write. The initial comic book creators for Distillery are murderer's row of talent. They include writers Brian Azzarello, Snyder, Tynion, Ram V, the artist Andolfo.
Damn.
Distillery.
Don't create comics with AI. That's all I ask. Because
they're already doing it.
Because then this podcast is going to be shrunken by a lot. Because I'm going to stop getting books if they're going to write and draw via AI.
Bro, but how did we go from freaking selling freaking stupid pictures of monkeys that looked like Sega Genesis freaking graphics for millions of dollars to like AI? Like once that metaverse shit and all that crap ended, what is it, the AI bubble now? Right. The only problem with the AI is that I don't feel like it's a bubble. I feel like it's here to stay.
Robotics is here to stay.
It just hit
that's intuitive. Intuitive is robotics.
But it just hit the scene like so damn fast. Like it doesn't even seem like it's a year old yet. This Chat GPT, and they're like already on GPT-4 or some bullshit.
Dude,
like,
I seen some like robotic dog they showed like in New York, I think.
Do you see that?
And then they showed
Boston, right?
It literally and it really like it actually fell over because it was so tired. It actually like replicated being tired and shit. I'm like, so what is it like? Did it actually get the feeling I'm tired because you ran? Or did you guys program it that if you run so many steps, you're gonna fall over and look tired? Like, I don't know, bro. These fucking it's gonna literally be freaking iRobot. They're gonna learn to get feelings, and Will Smith, this motherfucker, man.
What was that one movie? What was that one movie where people were like, you know, they hook up to a machine or whatever, either at home or wherever, and then they're like, you know, doing like having sex with people, but it's like on.
That's Demolition Man. Demolition Man.
Yeah, dude.
Wesley Snipes, Sylvester Stallone, and Sandra Bullock.
Yeah, that one, and then there's
Sylvester Stallone's like, oh, I thought we were doing the whole classic.
Wesley Pipes.
There's a couple of them. Wasn't like Bruce Willis? Wasn't he in one something like that? Where
yeah, man.
Where someone
Chris Rock's in there with the freaking blonde hair.
Right? No, that's what's it called? That's Fifth Element. No, there was another one where someone like steals his likeness, so they like clone himself. I forget.
Did they steal his name? Did they steal his name and image also?
What? They stole I forget what it was.
They took his. I mean, you said they stole his likeness. I just want to know if they stole his name and image as well.
That's what that is.
Yeah,
or are you just trolling me,
bro?
Just trolling.
Okay, thanks.
Name, image, and NIL or whatever the fuck it's called.
Yeah. All right, guys. 183. Let's start the recording. Start the intro at least. Give me a few seconds of silence. We'll get started.
You get no silence. Silence is violence.
No soup for you. Oh, let me check my mic.
It's like the streets of Chicago out here, man.
Oh, God.
Chiran. Andrew Tate.
Oh, God.
Cobra.
That was a clown, dude.
Andrew Tate, you're not gay, despite what Big Cat says.
Oh, that was so funny.
It's hilarious.
That is so funny.
I'm in fucking Toontown about to get on the Roger Rabbit ride. Hey, what's up, bro? I see Steve. I'm like, oh shit,
Really?
this
That's
guy. God.
Freaking Matt Bedwell was there, like right after you.
Damn, Matt Bedwell lives there.
Like
Dude,
last
that's
weekend.
hella funny. He was there last time I was there too. He was there the same day.
Right? That's what I'm
And then
saying.
Erod's going to be there the day I'm there next week.
Erod?
Yeah,
That's hella funny.
that's so cool.
Which baby mama?
Oh God.
Ooh, Netflix earnings tomorrow, pricing in 8%. I think Disney could move.
All I'm worried about is TSMC.
Why?
Remember that thing you sent me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When's their earnings?
Is that tomorrow? Tuesday?
Is it?
Dude, it's earnings week for. It's
I actually have the calendar. I know Netflix is tomorrow. That's going to move Disney probably.
How's everything with business with you guys? TSMC, big time right now or what?
There's new jobs posted on the website.
Yeah, it's new jobs, and like they're telling. I mean, it doesn't matter for us. We can't work for them for a calendar year, but a lot of the
Really?
yeah, if
That's
you got
bullshit.
laid off, dude, there's
Really?
some dumb rules. But there's one thing is that freaking it's like a lot of the jobs and even like the freaking little work board that we're working with, like for career type of shit. They see a lot of those jobs are like senior engineering type
Yeah,
jobs.
they're pretty high up, most of them.
I just skip through those motherfuckers when I see them. That
Yeah.
shit's pointless.
She said most of the Fremont ones that are getting posted is because they're sending those fuckers overseas to show them how to do what we do. I'm like, oh, what are the odds? Fuck.
All right, let's do this. Intro in 3.
10 seconds?
Yeah, 10. Yeah, why not? I haven't been really needing it because like I haven't needed to turn on the heater, so the furnace is because it's been
Better to have it, not need it,
Right.
than to need it and not have it, my boy.
Well, it's not gonna be done tonight.
Have that heater.
All right, 10 seconds in 3, 2.
1.
Welcome back, fans. Welcome back, fans, to another issue of the Comic Bookies podcast. Episode 183 starts now. It is another Victory Monday in NASCAR for this podcast, but we unfortunately cannot say the same for our Warriors. But first up this week is comics. Plenty of books to get into. We have AWA, Image, Boom Studios, DC, and our very, very good friend Jason Douglas. We got another version of Parallel. So excited. And in news, Super Mario Brothers is making so much mourning. Mourning. Good morning. No, because I was going to say coins, like coins, but I said money and coins. Moiny. He making money out of moiny. Oh, man. Okay. Oh man, were you off mic right now, Mark? Oh, I was just getting into. I was in the middle of the freaking intro, and I said and in news, Super Mario Brothers. I combined the words because I was gonna say, oh, like gets a lot of coins, like from the video game, but I was gonna say makes a lot of money, so I said moiny. Yeah, I got a lot of moiny.
Oh shit, that was a goodie.
Oh,
that was a goodie. I like that. Unmute yourself, Mark.
All right.
How are we gonna make it on another Lollapalooza? Yeah, Potapalooza. Yeah, they just had Coachella last weekend, and now I'm thinking of another freaking music festival.
Yeah, we were watching
The ones that cost a lot of money.
Oh yeah, that was good. That was good.
That was a good one.
I was watching Rosalia or whatever her name is live. Chicken teriyaki.
Okay.
All right. Going back to the intro. And in news, the Super Mario Brothers movie is making so much coin right now, over almost $700 million in the first 2 weekends. HBO Max news, J.K. Rowling is joining the team for the new Harry Potter series. We have some trailers to get into, The Marvels and Ahsoka, and me and Sean talk whatever we've been watching from The Mandalorian. And over in sports, Dirty Bristol and Martinsville is over. We go into Talladega and the Worth 400 in Dover. The NBA and NHL playoffs are here, so we will discuss the matchups and who we think is going to make it to the second round of those playoffs. But all that and more on a brand spanking new episode of the Comic Bookies podcast. We are back for 183. Let's do this.
Lego, Lego, Lego. Nice, Miguel.
Okay. Cool.
Beautiful.
If you guys are ready, I'm ready.
Do it to it.
Okay. Going back in 3, 2, and...
Para atrás en 3, 2 y 1.
Issue 183 of the Comic Bookies podcast starts now. Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. If you are watching live on YouTube, probably not, because it's 10:30 Pacific, p.m. Pacific Standard Time. But wherever you're going to watch tomorrow, or whether you're listening wherever you get your podcast, thank you so much for joining us. My name is Mike. That guy sipping his water on video right now is Mark, and the other guy sitting on his couch comfortably is Sean. Hold on. God damn it. This episode, like every single episode, is brought to you by Treasure Island Comics in Fremont, California. This Wednesday, April 19th, 2023 is New Comic Book Day. Go visit Alex in the shop. He's open up every Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. He can get your books any way you want them. You could still, actually, kind of crazy, but you could still pull up to the curb and he'll give it to you curbside. He can mail them to you like he does to me, or you can walk into the shop every single week like these two clowns do. What's up, guys? Welcome to a brand new episode, a brand new week of the Comic Bookies podcast.
Happy Monday, bro. Get to start the week with your guys' faces. Hey, I can't complain. I'm going to do the quick, pat on my back as well as your guys' back, because issue 183 reviving, bro. That is freaking crazy to think. From 1 to 183 just like that. But nah, man. Everything is good other than that Warrior game, which we'll eventually talk about. But no, can't complain, man. How are you guys doing?
Good, man. I know Mike's happy. His driver finally got that win at Martinsville, which we'll also discuss.
Got the grandfather clock.
Just been right. Yeah, man. Just doing pretty good. Daughter started soccer, so I'm all into that, and it's exciting to watch her have her first game over the weekend. Her team didn't fare too well. Held it down pretty good though. Score was 2-1. For a while, but the other team pulled away. But just to, help coach and just help see her, try to get better. It's fun as a dad. So it's the first time she's been playing competitively. And, just been dealing with that and just life, really. Weather was great. Now it's getting a little bit chilly. The weather update as always. But, nah, man, just excited to be back in the saddle. A little late here because we had to finish watching the Dubs get shellacked again, so might as well have just started early like Mike was saying, but it is what it is, and we're still going to get it in because that's what we do when we do it for you. So what's up, brothers? Welcome.
Yeah, it's a whole week, actually, since the last time we recorded, and between now and the next time we record, two-thirds of the show will have been in, to Disneyland and back. Sean went last week with his lovely family, and I'm heading out this Sunday in a couple of days. Had a garage sale over the weekend, so I made some churro and some Dole Whip money, so that's pretty cool.
Nice.
But yeah, Sean, how was your trip?
Churros haven't lost their touch. They're good. The ceviche at Tortilla Joe's was just banging, bro. It was awesome. And the one thing that we all were anticipating, the brand new Toontown, bro, awesome. It literally feels like you're in just a different world when you're in there. It's so much fun. That's pretty much all I'm going to say because I want it to be a complete surprise for you. I will say the only note that stood out that was just beyond cool was within the first 15 minutes of the park, Kaysen had a picture with Mickey Mouse.
Oh, cool.
It was just absolutely perfect. It couldn't have been better. And, yeah, just a good time out there, man. A lot of people, and, yeah, it was good.
Did you get on Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway?
Oh, it was just funny because it was randomly broken down for the first hour, but once 9 o'clock hit, it randomly opened. And I will say this: that ride is super damn cool because we get to go on. We had about a 10-minute wait, 15-minute
Right.
wait. You might even have more fun just walking from the entrance to the
Oh, in the
ride
queue, yeah,
before
I
the
heard.
actual ride.
Yeah.
It's just, oh, that's why Disney's so expensive. It was a couple of those moments, man.
Right, right. No, I've seen, because we're freaking nerds about this.
Of
We pay
course.
attention to a bunch of the vloggers and stuff down in Disney World, and I
Hmm.
think I'm not sure. Don't quote me on it. Don't fact check the show, but I think it's a like exact replica of the ride down in Hollywood Studios in Disney World. So from what I've seen, obviously people riding that ride, I know it's gonna be a fun ride, and especially I guess a fun queue too to wait in.
It is fun. It is a great time. Like I said, I'm just really big into like the coloring, like the waist. Like, damn, they have that. Like, how would you think of that? How would you put that? And, it just comes together good. As much as I look forward to your kids' reaction, which are gonna be priceless, I look forward to your reaction and Danielle's, bro, because the kid in you guys is for sure gonna come
Right.
out.
I just don't know. I don't want to come on here and be negative about a Disneyland trip. I just don't know how my toddler's going to do, in the park. I have to mentally prepare for like not like we may not be doing a lot of things, right? Like if there's any kind of ride that's like a 45-minute wait, we're probably not going to ride that ride this weekend.
Good
Sorry
luck.
guys, like unless we can get like a fast pass or whatever, or, like the lightning lane. So, but yeah, it's going to be a different trip, and I probably am envisioning myself driving home on Wednesday after we've gone to the park 2 days and saying to myself, yeah, we're going to wait like 3 or 4 years until like Camden's at least Maddie's age, and then we'll have just the best freaking time.
We definitely seen the difference of Kaysen in literally a 5-month span.
Right.
Of Kaysen not really being able to walk on the first trip, barely, still young in this trip. The kid has a damn mind of his own, and we definitely had some of those growing pains, let's just say. But kind of find a way to fight through it because you're there anyways. At that point, it's like, hey, let's just make the most of it and find ways to keep him chill when you can and get his naps in when you can. He did get his naps. That was also a big plus.
What day of the week did you guys go?
We were there on a Thursday.
So it's kind of busy.
Yeah, it was kind of busy.
Yeah.
You definitely had your traditional Star Wars ride. You had your,
Mark.
you had your Star Wars 2-hour wait.
He's all, of course
And
it's busy.
The Mickey Runaway Railroad, that was actually, I think, the second longest wait I seen. 'Cause, we were on the app the whole time, just kind of,
Of course.
on the side, keeping track of let's see which two rides stand out other than Star Wars. And Mickey's Runaway Railroad, that thing was just crazy. Just get there early. That's all I'll say. My biggest tip: go there first.
Oh, I know. Oh, come on. Yeah, talking
tip.
pro right here, man. I got the
know
itinerary.
I know.
We have lunch reservations at Carnation Cafe on Monday,
Ooh,
and then we have
the CC.
Yeah, and then we have reservations at Carthay Circle on Tuesday at California Adventure. So, yeah, we have things planned out. Of course, things
don't
can
worry about you,
always
man.
go
You're fine.
awry, with kids, and just anything can happen. But Mark, you were going to say something. Probably?
I said I was gonna say all you're gonna be thinking on the way home is like, thank God I had that damn freaking garage sale, so I made this extra money because all I did was
Bro.
eat Dole Whip and churros and Carnation Cafe and
churros, bro. Ooh, man, like the women in San Antonio. Yum, 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 yum.
Oh, what was that?
yeah. Can you elaborate on
Yeah,
that?
what kind of women
Mr.
is that?
Nah,
Is it the women of
you have to just
2023?
No, you have to just watch the TNT Charles Barkley, the TNT NBA show.
No,
Yeah.
that was a funny.
Inside joke.
That was a funny clip. All right, man. Shoot, I'm going to throw it to you guys actually this week. What would you like to do first, comics or sports? Which one you want to do?
Actually, I'll kick it to Mark. I'm one of those. I'm good with either or, bro. I'm ready for both. I'm feeling good, man.
I mean, because we have plenty to talk about in both.
Yeah. What do you want to do, Mark?
Let's do comics.
All right,
Let's do
comics.
it.
Let's do it. So, like every single week, let's go ahead and rail off some of the top comics that are coming out this week for a bunch of different publishers. For DC, Nightwing 103, The Flash, almost there. Actually, The Flash and Wonder Woman, $7.97 for The Flash and $7.98 for Wonder Woman, almost to that historic issue 800. Superman number 3. Superboy, The Man of Tomorrow, a new story comes out, number 1, and Deceased, War of the Undead Gods is ending at issue number 8. For Marvel, Amazing Spider-Man 24, X-Force 39, She-Hulk 12, Punisher 11, and Avengers Assemble Omega number 1. Image gives us Gunslinger Spawn 19, Rogue Sun 12, and Time Before Time number 22. Boom Studios gives us House of Slaughter number 14, and one of our favorites, AWA, gives us Black Tape number 3. Well, what you say, guys? What are you excited about this week? What are you wanting to talk about for the last couple weeks? Actually, I got kind of lucky. I don't have as big of a stack over the last 2 weeks, but it was still, I was getting like 2 and then like 7 and then like 3 and like 8. But I got like 3 or 4 weeks in a row where I got at least 7. So, jeez. Right. But now,
but you got like, the top dogs. We got the top dogs to talk about, right?
We have action, detective, Batman. We got the end of the 1 minute war of Flash. We have
that was actually pretty good too.
I got the
Daredevil.
Little kitty to talk about. Here, kitty.
Oh, right, that's right.
Yeah.
So whatever you guys.
But
go ahead and start with whatever you guys want to talk about.
For this week, brother. I mean, I'm excited to get. I think I'm only getting like 3 books this week, my damn self. But Flash. I think the new story is continuing, so we'll get into that, obviously, when we talk about that book. I can't believe you're not going to get the Amazing Spider-Man that's going to come up, Mike. Not this 24, but which one is it? It's supposed to be the craziest story from Amazing Spider-Man in 50 years, they're saying. But no, I'm not going to get into that story. Obviously, Williamson's Superman number 3 is out this week. That story's going pretty good with the whole Steel Corpse or whatever it is called now that Lex is all doing from behind.
Right.
I think I'm getting another more. I can't remember, but Sean, what are you into this week, brother? What you getting?
Bro, I'm mainly excited for the Punisher because I had 2 issues ago, which is ass. It wasn't that good, and then this one. He's really good because I think it's going to build off of the previous episode issue. I know the last issue is pretty much him kind of just, again, being like the judge and jury, just going around literally just killing anyone who's kind of wrote the law, and that's the way he's handling it. But the Avengers are actually getting involved. Like, hey, you can't just go around and just basically kill people. And even in the cover, you see Captain America and him in the front. So, a little excitement, kind of add a new little something to it. I know we're also reading Daredevil, and we had that little interaction.
They showed up. They showed up with the Murdoch too.
Mm-hmm. They did, bro. I seen that. So yeah, it's cool that they actually showed up in both. And then obviously before they even showed up, we also had the Daredevil Punisher, kind of in both books. So no, it's pretty good. I'm excited.
What about where are you in Strange Academy finals?
Strange Academy, I just have to read the most recent one. So I did read the last one before number 5. So this is the one I actually have it out. I did not get to it.
Okay, cool. Okay, yeah, no problem. Man, I mean, you don't even need to read this current issue to know that Emily is just flying off she's just in a bad place.
She's crazy.
In a bad place.
She's crazy.
Because
I mean, literally, you could just see right here. I haven't read this. I could just see right here. She's crazy, and with the previous issue.
I mean, when this story first started, when they kind of, there was like 2 different groups of these students. One, more the goody kids back, but
the
like
goodies and the badass kids.
Right, but yeah, the silver teeth bad kids, right? But as the story has progressed, we've gotten like all the kids now are like on the left, and there's like 2 or 3 kids, left on the right. Slowly but surely, they're growing a conscience, right? And they're realizing that what Emily wants to do and to involve Dormammu, it's not a good idea.
I mean, when like the kids were kind of bad or starting to think, that's a little too much. There's something wrong.
I just will give you the setting of issue 5. It's at Parents' Day, so it's like right. So it's like they don't celebrate graduation for like 6th grade, 8th grade, 12th grade. They celebrate the end of every year by having the parents come and everything. So some stuff goes down during parents during all the parents are there. So stay tuned. It's a good issue.
That's always one of my favorite dynamics of the book too. They're still kids, so even like saying, "Oh, there's Parents' Day," like these kids are at a freaking school. They're kids, man. So, no, definitely excited for that. But I will maybe get to it tomorrow.
I think I got that first issue. Well, that was like a year ago or so, a year and a half ago that it came out. I think
Strange Academy. Yeah, I would say like a year and a half, because they've
Yeah.
had at least, because I think they did what. Did 9, 12? How many issues? It was just Strange Academy, and now they've done 5 issues of Strange Academy Finals. So it's been a handful of books, and Scotty Young's been doing a decent job, like at least good enough for me to keep a Marvel book.
I dropped it. I remember you guys continued with it, so that's cool.
It's just like, it's X-Men meets Harry Potter, because it's like X-Men school for the children, the gifted children, right? But then it's magic, so it's like, it's got some kind of Harry Potter aspect to it.
Doctor Strangey, for sure has Harry Potter.
Scarlet Witch, there's all these characters who are within, magic. They're the teachers. I think it's pretty cool. I like it.
Yes, sir. Another new book that I did read, I know I mentioned to you guys, was The Dead Romans. Little image book.
I was so close to getting that one.
Yeah, man, it's cool. I mean, I almost have to get the second one, because the first one kind of just starts off as just literally what you kind of see in here. I almost thought, okay, is this like 300? But it does kind of have the vibe of, like, obviously, Roman soldiers fighting. You run into like some warriors kind of fighting in the forest. It's more like an introduction to characters with just a shitload of fighting. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, okay, it's pretty cool. I like it. It definitely stands out to me. Little Fred Kennedy and Nick Marinkovich. So yeah, definitely some I actually recommend for sure.
You pulling it, Sean?
I'm gonna get number 2, and we'll go from there.
Oh.
The one thing how I mentioned to you guys, man, is how I didn't get to go last week because of Disney and then the father-in-law's 50th. I'm hoping that, and again, I'm not pulling it just yet, but I want to get that number 2 of Phantom Road. So I actually need to email Alex and see if he has any copies left. That's one I definitely want to get.
Man, this Deadpool book, the cover's pretty cool. If anyone's watching live, if anyone's going to see this later, Mike, I mean, it's pretty badass. Cool. Alyssa Wong's on this. Obviously for a Marvel book, it's been pretty decent. This is the 5th one. Obviously, it's still like in that same arc where he's getting, these damn symbiotes planted in his body by the Horror, and just pretty crazy shit be happening in this book with him and trying out for this pretty much like this assassin elite group, and failing because someone else is coming after him, and just there's a lot of stuff going on. Him kind of having this love interest and whatnot, but now like more symbiotes are being planted, and she's like really just using his ass, and it's like obviously he's immortal, but it's like really testing him and whatnot. So the art's been all right, and it's just it's enjoyable. It's not the best, it's not the worst, but it's fun to continue on reading it for now. So I'm gonna keep that one in the
holster,
the pull list.
Nice.
Yeah, in the holster. Why not?
I was gonna talk about,
and I got.
Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna no. You go ahead. Seriously.
I was just gonna mention this one. It's all right. I don't know. I mean, I've been reading a lot of her since I've kind of been starting this podcast, or we've started this podcast, and I started reading and whatnot, and she's kind of been part of my repertoire, been a big character so far in this universe that DC has got going on in this day and age. But Teenie Howard is now on Harley Quinn. This is number 28. Obviously, Stephanie Phillips is done. She's probably venturing out on doing a lot of other stuff, because I've been seeing her name a lot lately now. But Teenie Howard is on this one as part of the DC Dawn of DC as well. It was all right. Miss Harleen Quinzel is obviously in some shit, and now she's having to do. It's pretty funny. She has to do free. What's it called? I'm drawing a blank right now.
Probably because it's almost 11 o'clock.
Yeah, right. I know. No, she has to go to the damn college and do freaking because she's a doctor, so she has to like teach students for free, pretty much. What the hell? What's it called when you get in trouble? Volunteer work? Like you have to volunteer and whatnot.
Community service.
Community service. Thank you, Sean. Ugh.
That's how you know how much of a prude and how much of a good guy Mark is. He's never even had to do any community service. That's good on you, sir.
He hasn't done any time in the clink.
Pretty Mike. Well,
Right. No, but she's having to do community service, teaching people about psychiatry and whatnot. So it's pretty cool. I mean, it's all right. I don't know how much more longer I'm going to stick with Harleen Quinzel books going forward. Might get into another character, if you will, that's hot. I'm kind of Harleen and Jokered out at the moment. You know, we always get a lot of Batman, but you got to keep going with the Dark Knight, right? So. Go ahead, Mike.
no, I was going to say I don't have any Avengers books, but it's always good to see Avengers in stories that we're reading. Daredevil, Chip Zdarsky finally gives us the Avengers at the very end of the book.
Yeah.
So now I'm like, oh man, I had to read 9 issues of this book
to get them.
to like see. Oh, okay, there's a little bit of Iron Man and Captain America saying, oh, like what is he doing? Remember, I like the ship, and then you got a little bit of Spider-Man, and now they finally like unveil themselves. Like, what have you done? And so,
well, everybody's like kind of like Daredevil, man. Like we leave him, bro.
right,
like,
right. Sorry, we're not really down with the crusade anymore.
Yeah, it's just like never ending.
What the hell
it's
was
like,
the whole? Remember the whole dude? What about Stick? He really wasn't there. Like they just
powder,
they just disappear. Like they pretty much used them, like their zombie army. Like when from the previous issue when they were in the war, that was pretty freaking crazy how he did him like that.
Oh yeah, no, that was actually really, really good. I actually liked it. I mean, it's like another one, kind of like the way Punisher ended for the last issue for me. Now that we get the Avengers, I want to see what their involvement is going to basically be.
Right. Well, Mark, let's finish up this story, man. Tom King, issue 6, Gotham City, year 1. It was a great twist at the end. Great twist.
How crazy was that, man?
I mean, the whole beginning of the issue with just kind of giving his background and how he came to be,
Mm-hmm.
And then him finally figuring out that it was
Constance, right?
Yeah. It's pretty crazy how.
So, and she basically had the kid and got the husband
right
together or same time, right?
Well, yeah. Because
she was the one that did the kidnapping all along, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Right.
Or that set it up, right?
Right, and then she's the one who took the kid and left her there, but then they didn't go and get the kid, and then boom, then the kid actually does die. So she kind of had a hand in killing the kid also. She didn't mean to do it, but she had a hand in doing it because she's the one who played the marionette puppets the whole freaking time in the background.
That was wild. And then she ends up, you see how like towards the end where they have the damn they're like it goes up as like Wayne Industries and then it changes into the Ace Chemical plant.
Right. Yep. Mm-hmm.
That building, that was pretty crazy, huh?
A little foreshadowing there. I mean, you always like that little tidbit, little sneak peek, little Easter egg. Yep, definitely. And how crazy was that? Like, the Batman. Like, she just told the story of all the women that that her husband brought down there, and then it was down the cave where all the bats were, and then so she signs it sincerely the Batman. She freaking shoots her husband in the head, and like,
the Bat man,
the Bat man, yep. So that's like and you said, yep, that's your grandfather. That's how your grandfather died, because it's him, it's Slam, telling the story to Bruce Wayne at the very end from his pretty much hospice care bed, like he's about to die.
That's right.
It's pretty. I mean. It's Tom King, man. Are we freaking surprised?
I'm not. I'm definitely
absolutely not. I think anything. Okay, I'm gonna be a hypocrite, but because I'm gonna say anything Tom King I'm gonna get, but then I might not get the Penguin, the upcoming series.
Yeah, exactly. I gotta get that one, especially since the Penguin One Bad Day was pretty much like my favorite one of those offerings.
Right.
I mean, Tom King, he's been from what I'm seeing lately and all this stuff that's been going on, we just got another one kind of like the last couple days called Distillery, kind of like these owner created, like now this one's like own stock in like the company and just basically be able to have the rights to whoever character you design or create and whatnot. But Tom King, we've seen Snyder kind of venture out. We've seen some of these other artists kind of venture out, Tynion as well, but now it's like Tom King, he's kind of been loyal to DC in a way. I don't know if it's because he has a lot of leadway there. Obviously, we get him on a lot of these Black Label books and whatnot.
He obviously has so many ideas just to spit out. Because throw away his 80-issue run on Batman, Mr. Miracle, Strange Adventures, Human Target, Gotham City Year One. Like, keep it going. He did the Riddler One Bad Day, right?
No. Yeah, the Riddler. Yes,
the Riddler
yes,
with
yes.
him and
the green one. Yes.
Yeah. So I mean, just banger after banger.
I think he loves writing these characters as well.
Right, and keep it short and simple. Kiss. Keep it simple, stupid. You know, and it's unbelievable because there was some lull. Like in, I think every story, if you're going to write 80 issues, 120 issues of a Batman, Flash, Avengers, you're going to get some down. You know, like the Home on the Range issues. But when you say here's 6 to 12 issues, most of it's going to be just fucking fire, man. Crazy.
How did you like Deadly Duo, Mike?
Deadly Duo was a crazy one too. Like how
that was hella crazy.
Like how they used the DNA to like bring her back to life. Oh, that was so crazy. How she went through the intricacies of how she actually survived, and then how they, oh, dude, and then of course,
her dad got it bad,
right? And of course, you have to involve the Joker and everything, right? Because there's nothing that looks more sinister than the Joker, right? I mean, these creatures in the Batman, the Joker, Deadly Duo. You have the Batman who laughs. You know, everything involving the Joker. It looks way worse, right? So,
of course, and now the Joker is someone else that Batman has to worry about based on how it ends.
Right. I actually thought this was only 6 issues. It says to be concluded, so it's 7 issues.
Yeah, next one's gonna be good, obviously. Yeah,
Deadly Duo's already on 6, huh?
Yeah, so to be concluded, it says at the end. So 7 is gonna be it.
It's been really enjoyable, though. Actually, I really like this one.
Yeah, but
Mike likes when he's reading a sub-mid book and it's at and he sees those last 3 words at the end to be concluded.
I love it. Just like
it doesn't matter. He loves
just
that
like this
feeling.
one right here. Here, let me pull it up right here. Just like that one. Finally, 18 issues. Another Chip Zdarsky. Stillwater done.
Chippy.
Stillwater.
Yep. That was another great ending to a book. It was one of those ones where I felt like I was watching a TV show ending. Like I was like, okay, I could definitely see that ending. Like you want more, but you're cool with where they left it.
Mm-hmm.
Got it. Might be like the season 4 of the Mayans coming up here.
Ooh, how they gonna do that?
I might want more, but I might have to be all right with just how they, how easy. Let's say right out. To
this is gonna be the last one, right?
Yeah, this is the last one, and then I still need to freaking start Snowfall, the final season.
Ooh.
Still need to watch it because I
actually haven't even started it yet.
I think the series finale was like this week or next week. It's coming up.
It is this
or
week.
Or just passed. Yeah. Let's see.
It's about to be beach season, and Mike wants to start Snowfall.
There it is.
Issue 3. Issue 3 of Almighty from Image is pretty good. Kind of glad it's only 4, 5, 6 issues. It's okay.
Does it say to be concluded?
No, I don't think so.
Not yet. Famous words.
No, issue 3. I think it's 5 or 6. And then the Joker, the man who stopped laughing. Mark, did you like that one?
Yeah.
It's good.
It's all right,
cool.
Man.
It's not bad.
What'd you think?
It's not bad. I mean,
it's just getting crazy, man. It's just, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't expect this kind of story to unravel after Joker ends. Like the direction of after the first 6 issues of Joker, I just don't know, and now I feel like I'm too far deep. I just sucked myself in again.
Yeah,
I did exactly what I always talk shit about. Like I did it again. He did it again. Like Home Alone.
They're making me. Who was that chick in the red again? Hold on, I'm flipping through the book. I read this one a while ago.
Huntress?
This one was. Yeah, hold on. I'm trying to remember this real quick.
I just love how he names his little henchmen like Waffles or Pancakes, Mr. Waffles.
That's right. They're getting chased.
I know, right? Like this is the thing where one of the negatives of recording every other week. It's like your first book of this week is not going to be talked about for almost 2 weeks. So you're like, shit. Hold on, let me flip through this real quick. God damn it.
Sometimes depending on how many books I get, I might just freaking wait till like almost the second week to start reading.
And of course, all three of us are on the wrong side of 30. You know, we're over halfway. We're almost to 40, and sometimes things kind of escape your mind. You know.
Let's see what how 8 is.
Yeah, I mean, I can remember things like all three of the original Star Wars movies almost lined up identical to the Raiders Super Bowls, but I can't remember what I had for breakfast yesterday. I don't know why.
Well, it's that short term, Mike. It's that short term that gets us, man.
I know. And I don't even smoke weed.
Oh.
All right,
that's the kicker.
All right, let's do 2 from last week and then the 2 from this week. We all know what we're talking about. So let's do Action Comics from Action Detective from last week.
Ahead.
So No Escape from the Necro Hive. Pretty cool.
Dude, we have so many books.
I know.
Yes.
So Metallo, Steel.
Crazy.
Is Supergirl's Kara dead?
Super Twins,
right? I mean, this whole thing coming from Warworld.
That toy was pretty dope too.
What's that?
That toy. What was it? It looked like a marble, like a big Jax. I mean,
like a big Jax. Oh
yeah,
yeah, that's right. I may have been half asleep when I read this one too. You know how you're like
I did that more than enough times.
You know, like you put the kids to bed and it's like 9:30. It's like, you know, my wife's like, "Hey, go to bed. You got to get up at 4 a.m." I'm like, I know, but I want to read 1 to 2 books and it kind of helps me put me to sleep. I wish that I would be put to sleep after I read, not during my reading.
But like the hologram, is that like you got Metallo. I thought that was actually pretty cool. The part where Metallo's talking about when like the dad brought the gun home. He's like talking to the sister, right? In the hologram.
Right, but is that?
And he's like, "Oh, I brought the gun home." Huh?
But is that the sister? You know what I'm saying?
I don't think that's the sister. Or is
no,
it?
I know, but
it might.
No,
have
I
been.
know,
but
is it the sister, or is it like Lex Luthor, someone talking, and then him making it because he's like hallucinating, right? Is he really talking to his sister, or is he not? You know.
Oh, I got you. Did they answer that at the end?
I would have to go back and...
I can't remember.
But no, it's actually pretty good. Sorry for people listening who are like, oh, I can't wait to listen to their Action Comics 1053 review. Kind of a shit review, but it's a good story, so keep reading.
No, yeah, it's definitely a pretty decent story. It's just I have read a lot of action in these last 2 weeks, and it's like the dawn of the DC. A lot of it's kind of mixing together with like the Superman, the action, and like, man, what the hell's happening? Yep. It's a lot going on. It's definitely a lot going on. And obviously you can see here, the Flash isn't really intertwined with like the whole dawn of the DC stuff. They got their whole 1 minute war that's like wrapped up and whatnot. But yeah, there's just a lot going on in DC.
Did you guys even get that 1 minute war special yet? Did you ever get that?
Not the second one, I don't believe so.
The special, like it was, because in the final issue of that one, they said, as seen in the 1 minute war one shot special. I never got it because I don't know if Alex didn't have enough, or it was delayed and he had to wait for more to come in. I forget what it was.
Was there 1 or 2 of them?
I think just one.
There's 2 of them.
Just one, right?
There was 2 of them.
There's 2 of them? Okay, well, I'm glad I'm not getting it then. Story's over.
I didn't get the second one, though. I got the first one.
Story's over. I don't care.
Works out good.
Right.
Yeah, it is. What did you think about it?
What? Oh, for the Flash? I thought it was good. I thought it was good.
Flash is
796.
Flash is very good. Working with the little team that he meets in that other, basically like multiverse type of thing, and they come help.
The Flash Planet. They got
that's pretty cool, man.
Improved Blue Beetle. It's not it's not even Jaime Reyes. It's like another Blue Beetle from the future. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
To coincide with like the Blue Beetle movie trailer from last week or 2 weeks ago. It was pretty cool. It's like, nice. Blue Beetle.
Yeah, the Tarzan dude with the dinosaur. That was pretty badass. That was hella funny.
Yep. I mean the
the
speech that was given from I forgot his name. But the speech that was given that just like they're together, right? Like it does, he was never able to move beyond, he was never supposed to be at a specific time, but there's a reason why all of them are there at that moment together. So it was pretty cool. Some of those little, like, lump in your throat moments in comic books.
The way that all those enemies also start turning on, man, what's the main guy's name? Jesus.
The main bad guy? Or
the main bad guy, pretty much, he's an organic.
Oh, I know, right? You're scum.
Yeah.
Oh, you lied. The queen would never lie for you. Spot, lower than dirt scum. Kill him. Yeah, right?
Yeah, it's a good little way that they kind of, like, ended in. They got him all trapped in that, kind of fuel, the, like, accelerator.
Was I tripping when he said Iris West?
Yeah, at the very end.
Iris,
basically everyone, like,
Iris West. That's Iris's name.
Mm-hmm. That's his woman.
So now we're going to have a Flash wedding. Yay, just like a Bat wedding that didn't go as planned, but now we're going to get a Flash wedding.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm guessing.
Iris at the very end.
All right.
Because I want to have kids with you. I love you.
Right. All right, to finish up the comics, let's do 2 straight Batman stories. So Detective, born on a Sunday, Mr. Solomon Grundy is here.
Dude, I was just going to say, he's hella badass, bro.
I love Solomon Grundy.
He is hella badass, dude. That was, like, the number one thing I took away from just, like, the whole thing. I just really enjoyed, like, literally the first, like, handful of pages of the story was just him. Hella big. Them just shooting at him, throwing grenades at him. This fool is just like, get the F off
Dude,
me.
the story of Ra's al Ghul, when they flash back everything, that was such a cool story. I love how they intertwine things like that to where they, you can take it as a one shot where it's non-canon, or you can take it as, oh wow, that's kind of like part of the story, part of the DC or Marvel lore, right? It's like becomes history. I love how when writers do something like that.
And it's funny, we just got the Ra's al Ghul.
You're talking Detective?
Yes.
Yeah, that was badass, man.
Yeah, no, it's really cool. But yeah, and then
The Arzen is just crazy. He's talking to
crazy.
freaking. Yeah, that fool's over there telling Bruce that he's about to dig up his dad, like that's their land, and Bruce is like, "Yo, Oracle, you need to find out where this dude's at, where they're getting tracked at, and all this shit."
The only thing I would say that pissed me off about this was the last 2 pages of the main story where they're going to involve the Vigil. And I know for a fact that the Vigil is a new story coming out from DC, and I don't want to have to get the Vigil to follow with the Detective.
This May.
Right. So I'm like, god dang it. But you know what I will say about Solomon Grundy? Great character. They freaking wasted him in Stargirl. They could have used him in anything else. Oh man, can you imagine Solomon Grundy in like a badass movie? Ugh.
Dude, he's hella dope, bro. You like right there, like that page just is hella dope.
All right, and then finally Batman. This story I like even more. I don't know, but
Batman was hella good.
I don't know about you guys. I like the story more, and it's not even
Batman's
like in normal ass Gotham. It's in a completely different Gotham.
Different universe. I think
I like Detective more. I like Detective
I actually
more.
liked Batman.
I don't really like the art on Batman right now. I'm sorry.
I hate the art. I actually agree with you, Mark. I do not like the art on Bat. I was just the way they make.
It feels
like Bruce Wayne's look with the. It looks weird.
It almost feels like he's supposed to look that way because of the world that he's in. If I'm not, maybe, but I don't know.
I don't
it just
like
doesn't
it
mix.
though.
I don't like it either.
To me, the dopest page though is when he's trying to pull that lever and his hand is there.
Right.
That was badass though.
Well, it wasn't Ghostmaker. It was Ghost Breaker or something. That was like
Ghost Breaker.
Yeah, Ghost Breaker. Yeah.
What about this dude that wants to be like the damn Joker, the Red Hood or Red Mask?
Right. I know.
Yep. That's who he's supposed to be. Like he visited
a different universe.
He visited another universe, and that's who he's supposed to be as Joker. So he's doing his damnedest to do that.
Yeah, and even like that page where you kind of get the idea he's trying to be the Joker. You see like, oh, right here, on top, that's basically just Joker right there.
Yeah, I think Detectives. I like Detective a little bit more than this story right now. I mean, it's and then you get Clark running off because whatever. Like,
dude, what the hell? Clark gets scared because he does the Undertaker eyes. I'm your nightmare. That's bullshit.
Bro, that was hella funny. He goes, "I'll be your nightmare." I was like, "Oh, come on, really?" That was a little corny.
Rest in peace, and then burp, tail between his legs just runs away.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to that page, bro, because you see his eyes like, oh, like, come on, bro.
Right, bro. I don't know.
That was a little corny. I ain't gonna lie. That's hella funny, Mark. Where's it?
Detective's better right now.
This artwork looks like
Pass.
No, it looks like maybe an arc or two of The Flash when we were kind of like the end of Williamson's run. It also looks like the same artwork as I saw in some of the the Injustice. Yeah.
I'll admit it ended good though. I mean, released the leather wings, so
Right.
it's a bunch of little crazy little
Little man bats, pretty
Yeah.
much.
They already got to deal with the freaking poison going into the city, and now you got to deal with this shit.
And this is one of the only stories that the side story is intertwined into the main story. So I actually get to read a little more because, like the Joker, the man who stopped laughing, I don't read that backstory. I usually don't read the detective story.
The backstories have been a little, they've been meh.
Right. So, but no, it's
You know what story hasn't been meh though? I have to actually save this one for last. It's my favorite book that I have read.
I know, right? This is not a typo. This is not, what the hell? Our last book, Hairball from Dark Horse.
Yum. Bro.
It's been good.
It's fire. Matt Kent with the banger. Tyler Jenkins, Hillary Jenkins, on this art, man. Dark Horse, yes, in conjunction with Flux House as well. This story is fire, dude. This little girl, kind of like an introvert type, whatever, just doesn't really talk. She's adopted. I think the two parents, the mom and the dad, they couldn't have like a child, so they I think they didn't really know if they wanted to adopt, but they eventually did, and kind of like that sparked like a riff in the marriage, right? Because the husband kind of holds it against the wife, and the wife holds it against the husband for not being more like patient with the kid, and then the kid has this damn like pet cat that's just basically crazy. I mean, we're learning in the story, right? It's obviously issue 1, but the freaking cat is just like looking out for the daughter and basically like end up like effing people up that like cross the kid, right? And the kid's like in therapy, and then like the way the art is and the way like the therapist is like asking the little girl the questions, and the way like the panels are set up, and it's pretty badass, right? And then pretty much like this damn cat is like, this issue 1 is like ending with like the cat poisoning the dad. The dad, like last page, dad's like on the floor because the cat like spits up hairballs, and the cat spit up a hairball in the dad's coffee, and then the dad's drinking the coffee, and he looks down, he's like, what the hell? It's like poison type shit, dude. It's a pretty freaky book. If you notice, like, I don't know if you can see it, but the damn cat, one of the eyes is horizontal and one's vertical, the pupils. Mm-hmm. It's just some crazy, dude. This book is nuts. If you notice
details, I like
if
that.
you notice on the front cover, let me try to get it in focus. At the very bottom, it's not going to work, is it? It's like a finger. That's the dad's.
Yeah, I see it.
I think that's the dad's finger. But I'm hella excited for issue 2, bro. That was like one of the craziest, wildest books, and with like the whole like daughter aspect, and like her being kind of like introverted and just only really communicating kind of with the mom and the therapist and whatnot, and the dad kind of just being like an impatient asshole lightweight. Man, I really enjoyed that book. So shout out Matt Kent for kind of that subpar, berserker with Keanu Reeves' Hollywood whatever wick promoting ass, but it was this is much better from you, Mr. Kent, so thank you. If anybody could go out and get it, I suggest you guys get Hairball #1, Dark Horse and Flux House.
All right, so going from the comic books into the news, Super Mario Brothers, fellas. I don't know if either of you took the kids or whatever to go see it. I did not.
Not yet.
I'm hearing mixed reviews on the quality of the movie, right? Like, it's more of like, oh, the kids enjoyed it, but like guys like us who actually blew the cartridges, put it into the console, and played Mario Brothers or Duck Hunt or all of the Mario Party, Super Smash Bros., who grew up with actual playing the games and stuff, it wasn't as nostalgic for them. It wasn't as good, but nonetheless, I would say 99% of people in the world, 99%, that may
100%.
that may be, you know, an off like number, like, oh, there are so many more people who are just kind of closed off to everything in this world. But I think 99% of this people in this world at least know what Mario is. Maybe they've never played it, maybe they've never seen anything, but they know Super Mario Brothers, and it's making first 2 weekends was just under $680 million, and
That is crazy.
and to top it off, they might get Grammy Award nominations. Jack Black's song that he sings in the movie Peaches reaches the Billboard's top 100 in the opening weekend at number 83. That's pretty freaking awesome that this not only the movie's making money, but Jack Black's funny ass is actually making songs that are like actually getting, you know, seeing some traction. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, they put some good names obviously in the movie, and yeah,
Right.
and I've seen just like the commercial and kind of actually gone like into YouTube and kind of just see, you know, like the way the effects are and the coloring. So it's like it looks freaking bad. You know, it looks cool. Like from that perspective, and obviously like the story and how it goes. I mean, who knows? It might be kind of like, oh, chill movie, but I agree with Mike 110%. Everyone knows Mario. It's almost like a long awaited movie that people have. Oh, there's like a Mario movie back in the 90s, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know, I think that shit was a human version.
Yeah, John
which was kinda
John
like
Leguizamo was Luigi, and I forgot his name, but he played Eddie Valiant in Roger Rabbit. He played Mario.
there you go. So, I mean, this is in what, you know, almost 20 years almost since there's been any Mario movie. And again, with just how popular that Nintendo brand, that Mario brand is, I'm with Mike on it. It's no
Yeah,
surprise.
30 years since we had a Mario movie. If it's early 90s, it's 30 years.
Jesus, yeah, 20, 30.
It's crazy.
God.
Mark, what do you got to say about it?
Pay and pay.
I was just gonna say, brother, it's the number one movie right now, 2023.
Right.
Almost 700, almost three quarters, just whatever the hell of $1 billion, dude.
Right.
I
think
man, and it's still going. Like we said, it's like second weekend.
It's
Ant-Man is in a
crazy,
close
bro.
second, or not even close anymore. But they're at 474 million worldwide, 212 domestically. As compared to Super Mario's at 692 worldwide, 353 domestically on 2 weeks, as Sean pointed out, which is nuts.
Ant-Man's numbers is over the first 2 weekends or total?
That's total right now.
Oh, Jesus
That's
Christ.
crazy. And
Blowing it
puts
out
in
of the water.
It puts it in perspective. This
Blowing,
is just
that's what I'm
2
saying.
Weeks. Like, and it just shows the Mario brand.
Well,
like, it goes exactly to what Mike said, man.
And to build off what
Everyone knows
I said, Super Mario is such a generational thing too, because there's now the Nintendo Switch that you can get the newer generation of fans into this stuff, and so now it's like mom and dad like played the old games, now taking the kids who play the new games together. It's a whole family event. Like it's you know what I'm saying?
Right.
They don't have to worry about like my kids
The
are too young.
Switch.
Like my kids are too young. You know, like Maddie's 5, Cam's 2.5. They don't play like video games really. And so they're a little bit too young. But man, if Maddie was 10 and Cam was 7, dude, I would love to take them to see this movie. But yeah.
100%, bro. Yeah, it looks like it's gonna be a fun little movie. So,
Right.
well, good for them, bro. Hey, they're doing something right for getting that much money, man. In 2 weekends, damn.
Right.
Golly.
How about Cocaine Bear, man? Top 10 for the year, 85 million.
Yeah, we're still in April. We're
Worldwide.
still in April, and we haven't seen any summer blockbuster, you know, movies come out. I'm sure movies like The Flash will more than likely pass. Cocaine Bear.
Fury of the Gods, 132 million worldwide, 57 million domestically. So seventh right now for 2023.
I saw an article the other day that there was an actor, obviously not involved with the movie, but involved with like just the universe, and said it was like, I don't know why, it's not making any money. There's obviously reasons why it didn't, but it was a good movie. Like, it was decent. And that's why I've been saying, I think every single episode for the past 4 years, man, let's just appreciate the fact that we have the technology to see all of our favorite characters from
100%.
almost 100 years ago up until now on the big screen. I don't think there might be a handful. I can count on probably one hand that the amount of comic book movies that are actually shit. Like, oh, dude, that was a horrible movie. Most of them are serviceable, right? And others are really, really good. So I don't know. People expect too much, I always say.
Standards are too high.
Yeah.
Not everything can be a hit out of the park.
Yeah, not
man.
everything can be the Infinity War and Dark Knight. You know, not absolutely. You're right. HBO Max doesn't care about what's going online right now. They're behind J.K. Rowling,
Right.
and they are
Yes, sir.
bringing her in.
Potter.
Yeah, and
Yes, sir.
she says this is not an overnight decision. We have been in the Harry Potter universe for 20 years. This is not an overnight decision to make this series. So I can't freaking wait, bro.
It's gonna be good, bro.
Are they talking? It's going to be like over 8 years or something.
Well,
I
they're
read.
going to span all the books. Yeah, I think each season's going to be
wow.
one of the books.
Nice.
Yep.
That is crazy, and they're using the original characters, right?
I don't know. I wouldn't think so. They can't have an
Yeah, looking that young.
yeah. Daniel Radcliffe does not look 11 years old anymore. You know.
Yeah.
So
Shave his little mustache, but nah. Hey, Harry Potter, man, that's another thing. It's a brand name. It has its own freaking following. All those damn books and how good they were. So I mean, that's again another hit.
right.
Genius.
Right. Oh, absolutely.
And that's marketing too. A lot of these companies, they know they're losing revenue sharing and marketing to a lot of these streaming of other platforms that are coming out, and obviously the economic environment that these companies find themselves in, such as Disney Plus and Warner Brothers and whatnot. And you know, everybody is just they're trying to make their dollar count, and they're trying to make things on a budget, more budget. Have a better budget,
But more
for what
budget
they're
conscious,
gonna,
yeah.
more budget conscious, and just I think that they want to attract like kind of like nostalgic feelings, and just, you know, not just kind of try to bring new characters in, but dude, like Harry Potter, that's just gonna be really big for HBO Max,
Right.
or whatever they're gonna call it.
Right.
Like, I forgot what they're doing. They're like merging it or something.
Yeah,
but
it's gonna
that's
called
gonna be
Max,
huge.
right? I think it's finally just gonna be called Max. But
They got the CEO, right? They got this new CEO. I was reading up on him as well,
Right.
and he's coming in and he's changing all this stuff, and he's got a vision as well. I forgot his name, but I was reading, and it's just like, yeah, like why not, man?
because
Like,
I usually
if you want to bring back Harry Potter, if you think that's like a good way to go, and you see Disney doing stuff like this, because you know, I don't know if Disney's gonna focus more on. I think Disney wants to focus more on theirs as well, like their core like characters, if you will. I don't know if it was just for Marvel, if whatnot, but
well, I mean,
yeah, I think you're gonna see this going forward.
yeah, I mean, people. You're gonna have a big group of people who want original characters, right? But sometimes it just doesn't work out. You know, you're gonna have another section of people in this world who are like, yes, just give me another story within that universe. Like Amazon Prime, they're doing the Lord of the Rings. HBO Max is the spin-off series for Harry Potter and for Game of Thrones. You know, Disney Plus has how many different stories over the past 20 years, 30 years in the Star Wars land? You know, from the Phantom Menace, Episode 1. How many things have all the cartoons, the bad ones, the Rebels, Ahsoka's now coming out. I was just going to get to this, the trailer. Mandalorian, Book of Boba Fett, like everything, you know. And they Obi-Wan Kenobi, and they have others coming out because people are like they're just going to glom onto it. Same thing as Mario. It's like, oh man, Mario, like can you like do something else? Bro, it's freaking Super Mario.
It's Super Mario. That's not just like Mario. No, it's Mario.
Like these companies, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? And I would not be surprised in the least bit. I wouldn't be surprised in the least bit if Netflix makes a spin-off series to Stranger Things.
They are actually.
Right.
That's funny you brought that up. It's going to be an animated.
Animated.
I was just gonna bring that up next in news.
Wow.
Stranger
I seen
Things.
that. You're right, Sean. I saw that a couple days ago. Animated.
Pay me.
It's gonna be an
Pay me,
animated
boys.
series.
Pay me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They don't want to right now. It's you look at it, it's like when these companies, when the environment is good, these companies like tech companies and companies all over the world, they have extra money, that's cheap to, you know, to service, right? And then they can grow their company, they can hire more people and whatnot. Now it's like tightening. And like I said was earlier, like these like companies that are creating all this content, they need to get their bang for their buck. Now's not the time to be experimenting with, you know, getting stuff out that's not going to be worth it. Like this guy that came in, right? I just mentioned how he would change stuff up as he became CEO, Warner Brothers or whatever. He was the guy that I think canceled Batgirl, right? After they were 90 million into it, and he just said the hell with it. That was part of the. That was actually part of the article I was reading. They actually, we're sitting here thinking like, how are you just gonna chop up that movie? But they're getting like tax cuts. You're writing it off as like a tax write-off or like loss, right? So they rather have taken a big tax loss and claimed it on taxes than release it because it wasn't worth it to them. So right now it's like I'm saying, all these companies that are creating this content, they need to get their bang for their buck, man. And it's not the time to be experimenting with new characters or new things. And if they got a core, fan base that wants stuff, I think it's just time to start delivering to that fan base that's going to pay and that wants to, actually, be there and give you guys the business, right? Because that's what you guys are going to need going forward, because there's a lot of competition out there.
Yep, just like the Joker 2 with Lady Gaga, with your girl, Lady Gaga. You have the Colin Farrell Penguin series within the Batman universe. It's all still within the same universe. People are just expanding off of it. That's why I think that, man, this guy James Gunn, he better hit a fucking home run because he has so many different new ideas, Booster Gold and all this shit, he better hit a home run. I'm excited though and I will support him because, as everyone knows, if they've listened to the other 182 episodes of this podcast, I am more of a DC homer than Marvel. Always will watch the Marvel stuff. I'm currently in the middle of watching She-Hulk still, trying to catch up, but I will always favor DC, as you can see from the background. Actually, you know what? It's kind of mixed up there. I got Nick Fury and then Catwoman and then Kyle Larson. Oh, you know what? It's more Marvel. Because I got Black Panther back there, too, but that's because the A's gave it away. All right, Sean.
Nice.
Did you guys see them for the past couple movies from Marvel, like the Thor, Love and Thunder, Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania? None of the trailers really got me too excited about it. Like, it's another movie that's going to be good within that universe. Dude, the Marvels looks really good to me.
Marvels does look
It
pretty
looks
good.
funny because I like Miss Marvel. Even though the show itself wasn't really good to me, her character is just funny, quirky, it's a little teenage, awkward, like Muslim girl. And then you have Monica Rambeau, Photon, and then you have Captain Marvel. So it's going to be a female-heavy presence in this movie. But I think the comedy is still mixed in there. I think I'm going to get the lighthearted comedy that I get from like a Thor movie or Guardians of the Galaxy, but it's also going to be a badass movie because the Marvels themselves, their characters are so badass, like their powers and what they can do. As long as they have a good counterpart, a good villain or whatever, and the story's okay, I think it can be somewhat of a home run. I think.
I was exactly thinking that. As long as there's a good villain, I think either way it'll be a good movie. Good chemistry, good little comedy. It'll be that was a good movie. But if there's a villain that's really good, it can actually be a great movie, I think.
Yeah, we'll see how they tie it into the Phase 5 or whatever the hell they got going on right now. Do you see the?
It's intended to be the sequel of the Captain Marvel movie from 2019.
Right, but then you have Monica Rambeau, Photon, who is in WandaVision, and then you have Miss Marvel, who had her own show. So yes, it's supposed to be a sequel to Captain Marvel, but you also have characters in this movie who have already had shows or involved in the MCU. They're not brand new characters, so they've already been developed and set in stone in this universe. Yeah.
Looking at the cast, Samuel will be in it. Jude Law will be in it.
Oh, cool. Nice.
Yeah, look at the cast right now. So
wait, Jude Law, the villain from the first one?
Jude Law.
Oh, wow.
That would be the one released November 10th. I'm excited even more now.
You watched the Ahsoka trailer?
I did see the Ahsoka trailer, and I am beyond excited. So it's a give and take. I haven't had that much time to watch much of any Mandalorian.
I've seen the first 2 episodes.
You watched more than me. I've actually only watched one.
Zeb Wells also helped write this movie, the Marvels.
Oh, cool.
Which is crazy.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, Ahsoka's gonna be badass, bro. I did see the trailer.
Wait, Zeb Wells, who's currently writing Amazing Spider-Man?
Yeah.
Oh, never mind.
Which is crazy. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Never mind. That movie's going to be freaking mierda.
Basura.
Never mind.
Yeah, like I've talked about this, right? Like I was on the Zeb Wells, the Black Cat. I was on the Zeb Wells, the Moon Knight. I
Right.
was on the Zeb Wells on the ASM, and just I mean, I've been on Zeb Wells 3 times, and I've struck out all 3 times. Man, it just hasn't done it for me. So
Maybe it'll be a hit on the movie. So, and the last piece of news I have, James Mangold, no relation to Nick. He's currently writing James Gunn's Swamp Thing. He's writing a movie Swamp Thing. Mark, I'm getting my fucking dream back, bro. And this guy, Sean, he wrote. I know you've seen Logan.
Yeah,
you've seen Logan. This is if you want to throw in rated R movies into this universe, Logan might be one of my favorite comic book movies of all time because
it's easily one of the best.
Right.
Easily.
He also wrote Indiana Jones 5 and the upcoming Star Wars films. So this guy, James Mangold, is currently writing the Swamp Thing movie.
Well, that's going to be super
which it will be
badass.
released in when?
I didn't read far into the article. I was just trying to get some, little one hits, news headlines. But that's all I needed to know. Was it's going to be in, James Gunn has plans for Swamp Thing, and this guy who wrote Logan is going to be doing that.
That's perfect combination.
So is James Gunn? Because we know that Blue Beetle and the Flash are not in James Gunn's DC universe. Is the DC universe, is James Gunn's going to have to go PG-13, right? Because he's going to have to, because it's DC. They have to kind of cater to fans of Superman and Batman and everything. So, man, Swamp Thing needs to be a rated R movie.
That's to be gangster.
Just to build, coming from me watching that 6, 7, 8 episode show, and just
you had to like that show too,
dude. It was good. I enjoyed it. Yeah, what they could have, with Blue Devil and other characters in there, it could have been a good one.
Before we do transition to sports, I do got to ask you. I didn't even deep dive into. I don't even know if there's actually much supporting info into it, but them confirming there will be 3 additional Star Wars movies. How do you feel about that?
I Mangold, right?
Huh?
Mangold, he's going to be working on Star Wars as well.
Right. I mean, I don't know. I think we talked about it last week. I was like, more, but they're within, Marvel, DC, HBO, Netflix. They're within their wheelhouse. They're within their wheelhouse, right? They're just they're staying in their lane. They're doing what's comfortable and what they know they can make money off of, what they know they can get viewership wise, and it's working for working for them. So, but like I said, the episodes 7, 8, and 9, like the Rise of the Skywalker, and
they're okay.
Those weren't bad though.
Yeah, they were cool.
All this stuff is I'm just seeing new stories within this universe, little Easter eggs. Remember Rogue One's one of my favorite movies of all time, Star Wars wise. Easily. At the end of the movie, you had freaking Darth Vader with his badass scene. That's when he chases that ship, and that's what starts Episode 4. So kind of to see the culmination of all these stories coming together. Oh, that's when that happens. I don't care if the rest of the movie was shit. Sometimes that scene will make a movie for me. I'm kind of weird like that. Everything was a C-, but that scene, I'm going to walk out of that theater. Oh my God, it's the greatest fucking thing since sliced bread.
It's one of the best things, best parts of any movie, I think, is when you see that Darth Vader.
Yeah.
And hold on, this is going to be Episode 4 next.
Right.
It was just crazy how they put that
because
together.
they knew, the writers are smart. They knew that they're going to tug at people's heartstrings when they unveil, when it's all black and the fighters are like this, and all of a sudden the red freaking lightsaber comes up, and everyone just gets chills and just shit themselves. If you're 30 and over,
you did.
Right. And just the badass scene that it's all the action. You can finally have not James Earl Jones just kind of walking and fighting. You can actually have sort of a CGI'd Darth Vader just look hella badass.
Mm-hmm. I'm excited.
There it is.
Yeah, see the scene.
Nice.
They got me, Mark. They freaking got me. These brainwashers at Disney, Marvel, DC, they got me at a young age. It's like cigarettes and weed and stuff.
That's the real addiction,
right?
There.
Don't get rid of the flavored tobacco. Get rid of comic book companies if you don't stay with the addiction. All right.
That's
All right,
right.
guys. But as we transition, we are the Comic Bookies podcast. Episode 183 is right now live on YouTube and also wherever you get your podcasts, brought to you by Treasure Island Comic Books in Fremont, California. All right, boys, let's get into it. So let's just start with the NBA. Warriors go down 2-0. So let's just talk about that game first, and then we'll get into the other series just really quick.
It's too many turnovers. I mean, self-inflicted wounds. We had over 20 turnovers today. I mean, we gave up 114 points. We had 106. We were winning by 10 the first game. We could have won that game. Wiggins missed that corner three. We have two coming back at home. I mean, crucial game's going to be obviously Game 5. We got to win these two at home, too. We can't just think we're going to go in and win the game, but I don't even have too much to say about it. Sacramento's good.
Right.
This isn't going to be no little freaking, we'll play Sac and win it in 5. I mean, shit, we're down 2-0 already, and they're playing good. They're matching us shot for shot. They're pressing us. I mean, there's signs of, damn, in my honest opinion, this is definitely, the last year of the dynasty for sure. And there's no guarantee of a championship at the end of it, which, it kind of sucks, but, we can't take it for granted, man. These guys ain't they're feeling it.
Why do you say that? Is Draymond going to leave, you think?
Rather he stays or leaves. I don't even think we're obviously getting older. I just think other teams are they're getting better. They're getting to the point where they're almost better than us. There's so many.
Sac is pretty good. Yeah.
I'm not saying. I'm not even talking about them as a Memphis type team, a Denver type team. Obviously Boston,
the
Milwaukee.
Warriors. Curry threw up some dead leg threes kind of at the end of this game. They look kind of tired and old. They look tired and older and just.
Jordan Poole played 0 minutes in the fourth quarter. This fool just signed $100 million contract. That's what I'm saying, bro.
He looked like trash when he did play. He just
garbage.
Was ugly. And I have to say, it's. I don't know, bro. The Warriors, I think. How lethargic they played on the road this year. You go to, and it shows obviously with them being down 0-2 playing in Sacramento. You don't even have to hop on the plane anywhere, and just I don't know, man. I think they can win the next two. Obviously, I think the odds makers are thinking that as well because I see them here as a -7 point favorite, which is pretty crazy. I was a fool. I thought I was doing good. I was I think the Warriors are going to go down in this game. They were down by I think 9, and I got them live at +4.5, and didn't even help me obviously because they lost 114, 116, I believe, and just it doesn't help that their coach on Sacramento knows everything that we want to do and knows all our players' strengths and weaknesses, and just they're hitting their shots. We're falling for too many threes. We're not being creative, and a lot of our creativity is probably getting snuffed out by Mr. Mike Brown himself, and he's stopping it. Yeah, he's stopping it. Their players are D'ing up. They got cardio on them, and they're not getting as tired, it seems, and lackadaisical as we are, and that's why they're up 2-0 in this series, man.
I mean, Tom Brady can only look good for so long. He started to show his age in these last couple years, and that's what the Warriors may do. And not to say that these guys like Clay and Steph and Draymond are out of shape. It's just that some of these younger teams a little more quicker, they'll be more quick to follow their shots and just a little bit more drive and stamina, right? And
just think
and
about
that could be the difference in getting that, because how many offensive rebounds, Not saying they're lazy, but it's
first, bro. That's what you lose first is your defense bit older. And all those extra effort plays. You see that Clay still has a shot, Curry still has the shot, but the reckless turnovers. Harrison Barnes is at some points destroying Klay Thompson today, and it's just the first thing you're going to lose is your legs a little bit on defense, and you're seeing it, man.
How many extra seasons do you think the Warriors have played if you combine all of these playoff runs?
You are right, bro. That
2-3 extra seasons on their legs.
Probably, it's damn near 2.5 to 3 seasons. And then you want to add the new in-season tournament next year. Literally, there's going to be an in-season tournament next year that's going to consist of 3 rounds. The winning team can make up to each player an extra $500K. Dude, we're already resting players. Do you think these guys are going to want to play in tournament? It's
Are they
stupid.
decreasing the number of games in the regular
In-season
season, though?
tournament, like soccer?
Would they go to
So I
down to
don't
like
know.
70, 65 games and then have this tournament?
I need to see like the details and like what they're gonna do in terms of kind of are you gonna actually lower it? I see it may go from 70 to
It's not
75
it's
games.
not replacing the All-Star game.
No, it's not replacing the All Star game. It's literally gonna be just an extra in season tournament. I'm like, what's the point of that? I mean, Premier League, Carabao Cup, English Cup, duh, that's normal.
That's right.
But basketball, like, what are we doing here?
This ain't normal, my boy.
This ain't normal, man. These guys are already freaking sitting out freaking a hangnail.
Right. No,
Now you-
but and then that's the thing too. People get hyped for these tournaments. You can't make somebody play in these tournaments. There's going to be one superstar that sits a game, and you piss off 17,500 people who just paid money to see your ass in this brand new mid-season tournament. Not every single superstar that you came there to see is going to be playing. Someone is going to sit because of load management. Or they're going to play in all those tournament games, but then sit even more games throughout the regular season.
Yeah, I don't know, bro. It sucks, man. The basketball's just changed so much from like that standpoint. Because I understand people are bigger, faster, more strain on your body, but at the same time, it's just like you're still getting paid so much money, bro. You got to play the damn game, dude.
Yep.
I don't know.
Definitely.
Oh, we're seeing it with the Warriors, though. Mike said it best. Mark said it best, man. We're down 0-2. We're looking a little old, man. Tom Brady only looks good for so long, and you're seeing it like the Splash Brothers, Draymond. Like,
if I can,
hopefully we can sneak some out, man.
If I can transfer wins right now, I would. Let me explain this. I would sacrifice not a single playoff win for the rest of my life for the Warriors in exchange for like a World Series or a Super Bowl
100%.
or a Stanley Cup.
They already have 4 championships.
Right.
Hell yeah,
Right.
of course.
Exactly. I would from now until the day that I die, hopefully that's at least another 60 years, right? I was 0 playoff appearances. Nothing. To get a couple of World Series, a Super Bowl or
I almost
2.
said playoff. Oh yeah, if I'm getting multiple championships for other teams, I mean it's
A
true.
Premier
Like
League
basketball,
championship, freaking Kyle Larson wins 8 Cup Series championships, of course. That's an easy one, breaks the record. So,
It's true, man. We've always been like, it's been almost all these eggs in a basket. Giants win all those odd years. Warriors win 4. It's like, come on, Niners, come on. The other
no,
teams.
you already have it, bro. Shut up. You already have.
They won even years, didn't they?
They won
Whatever
even,
the hell,
10,
even
12,
won.
14. Yeah, no, we know. Sean's the only one who was like, oh, there's so many of them. I can't remember them all. Oh, God, woe is me. But anyways, so the Warriors are down 0-2. The Sixers go up 2-0 on the Nets. The Celtics are up 1-0 on the Hawks. The Knicks, they go up 1-0 on the Cavaliers. And let's see, the Lakers take game 1 in
Lakers,
Memphis.
baby.
The Heat up
Boy, do I hate them.
up 1-0 in Milwaukee. And the Clippers up 1-0 in Phoenix. And the Nuggets are up 1-0 against Timberwolves. So a lot of upsets so far in the first games of these series. These teams stealing one on the road.
Giannis with the injury, right, Sean?
Dude, that was ugly, bro. He kind of just got cut underneath and freaking he landed. It was one of those just like smack straight on his lower back. And I'm telling you, bro, it's an X Factor type of thing. Miami, they know how to play in these playoffs. And
I think the Clippers could possibly get this series done against Phoenix.
Going to get this. Dude, I like what I'm seeing out of the Clippers team, man.
Right.
Yeah, and go into Phoenix and get that victory. What's been your biggest surprise so far, Mark? I mean,
my biggest surprise is I've actually watched basketball these last couple of days.
It
That's my biggest surprise. I've actually had it on TV.
Playoffs is fun. Playoffs is fun. That's one thing. I mean, I'm sorry, Mike. I know you have your opinions and stuff, but playoffs to me is fun. I love the atmosphere. I think you at least get somewhat of a better quality. Like you're seeing a lot of jump shots actually being made. A little bit more of a half-court style, so you're actually seeing ball movement, not just isolation.
As the defense steps up more.
Everything,
I'd say I'd say probably a surprise is the Lakers. They battled and they obviously, I didn't think they were going to be as good this season, and obviously here they are up with the series lead 1-0 on Memphis with
possibly game 2 also.
Is he out?
Well, they said he's like 5% gonna play. They're saying like his hand is effed up bad.
Wow, man, that pistol
Sally.
hand, that trigger finger is messed up or what?
Well, you know, now when you go into Memphis games as a player, you have to go through a metal detector. I wonder why. Just don't know.
Wow.
Thank you, John Morant.
Oh yeah.
He's not the first one to have he's not the first one to carry the steel into the locker room though.
Gilbert Arenas.
There it is.
Come on, Agent Zero. Come on,
right.
Agent Zero. This
Same thing with
old
you know,
man.
That's right.
same thing. They probably have one at MetLife for plexiglass.
Ooh.
Oof.
Don't shoot yourself.
Plexiglass
Freaking
burst.
Shoot yourself in a nightclub. You can't make this stuff up, bro. It's crazy.
It's freaking retards.
What do you
bro.
think? Do you think Los Angeles Lakers have actually a chance of winning that series?
They're gonna win that series, I think.
Are you serious? Are they winning the
Yeah,
series?
are you
I think they're
serious?
gonna win that series. I think LeBron's gonna make his team better, which he's one of the best at, and I actually think they're gonna win that series. I do.
Okay.
I
Dude,
really do.
yeah. They've actually been putting it together as much as I, gotta give credit when credit's due at times. And man, they've been putting it, Braun's been playing like, he wants Bronny. He wants to play with Bronny eventually. And just, I don't know, man. Just, it's all right, man. These playoffs seem like they're pretty good parity. New York leading Cleveland. That seems like it's going to be a pretty fun
That might be
series
the
as
best
well,
series
man.
of the first round. They're so close knit.
I was just thinking. When's the last time anybody won shit in the state of Tennessee?
You better start thinking hard because they ain't been lately.
Tennessee Volunteer women's basketball.
Well, I mean, they had that time when Candace Parker, like at that
Right.
time,
So, but like besides,
early 2000s, but
college football, yeah.
Vanderbilt.
But when's the last time? Yeah, Vanderbilt may have won a College World Series, but professional
baseball maybe or something. Professional.
There's no professional baseball team in Tennessee.
Tennessee. And
Vanderbilt
football.
just won the bowling championship.
Oh, that's right. That's right now.
Oh, that
Oh,
one.
yeah.
Huh. Yeah.
Didn't Cal win something? Dude, Cal always wins some championship.
Cal
It's the
was
Conference of
always-
Champions,
like-
bro. It's Pac-12, bro.
Yeah, baby.
They won in chess or some shit. They won in coding. They won the national
That
championship
you
in
knew,
coding.
boy. That's hilarious.
All right, so let's go. We were talking anything else because Masters is already done and over with. We got WrestleMania was pretty cool to watch. A couple
It
like
just
highlights.
made me regret us not going. I just regret us not going to San Francisco or Levi's,
Oh,
man.
right. No, I know. Yeah,
It happens.
Major League Baseball, the A's suck. The Rays are the Rays still undefeated?
Three
or no?
wins.
No, the Rays did lose versus Tampa versus Toronto the other day.
They
Actually,
did. Did they
I
get
see
the last game of the series? I
They're
know they lost
They're
the first two.
14-3, so they've lost 3 now.
So they've
It
lost
is.
3. So, I mean, coming down a little bit to reality. The one team I wanted to look at.
Snap back to reality. Oop, there goes gravity.
There it
There
is.
goes rabbit. They go.
Yeah, Atlanta is actually the number 1 power ranked team. So, yeah, 13-4, good plus minus. Yeah, just quick. Arizona's number 1 in the West. Milwaukee's first. Braves are
Jesus
first.
Christ. The
Rangers.
A's lost 10-1. Fucking hell.
Rangers for the time being. You know what? This A's team might go down as the worst baseball team in
Oh
MLB
my God.
history. Oh, it's
Are they that
It's the
bad?
bad news bears.
Oh, there's bad.
Orioles
I
a
can't
couple
even
years back?
name. I can't even name 5 players in that team. I think.
Right, the Orioles a few years ago, they were bad as hell.
Tell them about how many people be on the A's cast. Townie, we'd love to get you on, Townie,
Right.
but come on, Mike.
Right, there's
Bro.
an A's cast.
Dude.
It's like 4 fucking
if-
people on that thing.
The only thing we need to talk about baseball related is this infestation of what's going on in the Coliseum. It's
The
not just.
opossum?
Oh no, it's not just that, bro. They said there's like a freaking like civilization of like over 100 cats living in the Coliseum right now. They're saying literally it's at the
J
point, like,
cats
they
or
almost-
alley cats?
Alley cats, baby. They say they literally need to close that sucker
That's
down.
more-
to a
Hairballs?
freaking
There's a bunch of
infestation.
hairballs in there. Oh, God.
That's more-
It's a comic scene. in
That's
there.
more asses in seats than in seats. It's more feline.
There's more
No, it's
cats than
so-
they have visitors on the
that
dam.
is
I'm
so
sure
bad.
freaking
It is.
Manfred.
You
I'm sure
guys just
Manfred is
deserve
loving the way
so
that.
much more.
Yeah, I was actually
bro.
It's embarrassing.
I don't know if you know
bro.
who. I don't know if you know who this guy is,
It's
Mark.
really
There's one of the guys on Barstool. His name's Clem. He's like a baseball guy. He's like one of the guys that went to Disneyland with Dave Portnoy. He was like, he posted a video of like, yeah, that's right, sweeper. He's a Mets fan. And I goes, oh, congrats, you guys just played a AAA team. And then he goes, oh, okay, cool, yeah, I guess we just swept a AAA team. And I was like, and I was like,
No love.
I was like, don't get me started, man. Like, this is just unreal. And he was like, the city of Oakland deserves so much better. It's like
they do. It's actually pretty bad. It's really sad that really that's what like you're hearing now. Like, you don't want to hear crap like that. Like it's actually embarrassing. Like it's so bad that Mets actually broadcasters couldn't do it from the broadcast booth because of the issues.
They went somewhere else. That was because there was a possum in there, right?
Dude, like what the hell is this? Like
now I can't take Maddie to a game because she's going to want to take one of the cats home. I can't take her now.
Like a free shelter, free giveaway.
It's all gone downhill. Son, rest in peace. Ray Fosse passed away, man. That's when all these damn infestations been coming out.
I do agree with what Bryce Harper said. And actually, it was an interview he had, I want to say about 3 months ago. And I just heard it the other day. They said, how do you feel about a new baseball team going to Vegas? Oh,
right.
that'd be
I'd
great.
love it. I'd go pitch there.
How would you feel about the A's going? He goes, it wouldn't be the best because people know the A's already. It's hard to bring an existing team compared to a new team. Now, the Raiders were like, it's the Raiders. People love the freaking Raiders.
Yeah, but it's still the city of Vegas. I would make that argument.
That's the only thing
I would make the argument for like Salt Lake City or for Portland if the A's went there. But if the A's went to Vegas, people are already going to be there.
Portland?
Yeah.
That's
San Antonio
burning down. Ain't no one
Salt Lake
going
City is
to
actually asking
Portland.
for an expansion. That's what's scaring me.
Salt Lake City, Portland, San Antonio, all those cities are like, okay, there's no market for that really. But Vegas?
Surprise.
Yeah.
There's the marketing there. That's where I was like, you just put a sports team there, they'll get a following guaranteed.
I saw the article. Salt Lake City's like, yeah, we're the 30th largest market in the United States. There's 30 teams, motherfucker. This doesn't say. I don't mean shit. What the fuck? Okay, cool. So if we go from the Bay Area to to Salt Lake City, cool.
Well, it's fair to say our teams are not winning the World Series this year, so I'm done with the baseball talk.
Yeah, right.
God.
All right, so on to the final segment of the night, NASCAR, baby. So Victor,
hold on.
What?
Real quick. Braves are your favorite right now.
Oh,
just to let you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Astros, of course, are there again. Dodgers as well, 8-1. Padres, Yankees, Rays, Mets, Blue Jays.
Sorry, what are these teams' payrolls again? Also, by the way, yeah.
I mean, Tampa Bay Rays 9-1. They're usually historically low as well, but unless they probably pumped it up. But
yeah, okay. There's one.
There's always one. There's always one of those.
And the
teams.
A's were always that one team. The Moneyball years, they were the one team.
Seems like it's been the same damn teams for the last 7-8 years.
There's always one new team. It feels like just one though, but it's always kind of circulating the same thing. Well, that's kind of where we're at right now, bro. Rangers are not going to last long. I mean, it's going to probably end up being freaking Astros. Angels, they'll find a way.
Maybe it's not the base size. Maybe it's not the shifting. Maybe it's not a pitch clock. Maybe it's the salary cap problem that this sport's having. Who knows?
It's not. The salary cap's not a problem.
It's not.
It's not a problem. People just want to spend money. The A's were the top 5 most profitable team. Some guy tweeted, "I'm like, oh, because you don't spend money." Like, duh.
But then
bro.
you get into these like EPL type freaking valuations, right? It's just crazy, dude.
The train say choo choo. I don't know, bro. At the end of the day, like, I've always been a big thing. Like, if teams are gonna go spend the freaking salary on it, how can you actually knock them for it? It's because we wish our teams did it. That's all it comes down to. I don't care what no one says.
Capitalism. That's capitalism.
Bro, that's why it's like this guy playing some stupid. Oh, the Mets paid this much in taxes for having all these players. I'm like, well, shit. At least they're putting a product on the field, man. Like
the Warriors do it every year.
Warriors do it every year. You're gonna bash us?
At least they're trying, At least they can actually say that they're trying to spend money to get the talent in. Like, yeah, you can't help injuries or just having those bad days, but like the A's ownership group, they're not even trying. They're actually trying to go backwards. So
And it's baseball too. This isn't like, oh, I'm playing for a top 10 baseball or football pick. Dude, it's like 50 rounds, bro. Like,
This isn't the Japanese league, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know. Man.
All right, so before Mark rudely interrupted me, let's get into NASCAR.
Sorry, sir.
Just kidding.
We are the bookies. A
That's
little
true,
update on
that's true.
who's got
I'm just kidding. I love you.
odds. So. I know you're dying to talk about Larson. Go.
Well, I was
go
you
ahead.
know what? I was going to start by talking about the Dirty Bristol race. Christopher Bell, my new second fave.
There it is.
Christopher.
No, that was a pretty decent
Well,
race,
then, so.
although our guys didn't do too well.
It had that one run that was pretty damn good for a while.
Yeah, because I think
towards the middle,
Larson won the first stage, yes, but then it just went downhill, and then they got together with Priest. So that wasn't.
Yeah, Larson, for being that dirt guy, he hasn't fared well at that race. But then again, look, he hasn't fared well as hell at Martinsville either.
And he gets a win.
That's true.
Right. I almost feel like I think he probably give up a Bristol dirt race to be able to get that Martinsville
Right.
race.
His interview was classic. He goes,
He's
"I
been
just can't
hard on
believe I won."
himself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh?
His interview was classic. He's like, I just can't believe I won. I never
Yeah,
thought I'd
he's
win
been-
here.
He's been so hard on himself on that track that he just can't figure it out and whatnot. It's pretty crazy. So congratulations.
By that thinking, that means he's going to win at Talladega, because he usually doesn't fare too well in super speedways either.
Talladega, that's right. We got Talladega coming up this week. Is it that Geico race?
The Geico 500.
Is it the 500?
Yes, sir. Geico 500,
Okay.
followed by
Super
the
speedways are so dope.
Worth 400 from Dover, Delaware.
Dover, the Monster Mile.
So we are 4 races away from All-Star Weekend. We have that one, and I think we have Kansas and the first Darlington race, and then All-Star
When
Weekend.
is Chase back, Mike?
Chase raced last week, buddy.
You did right. So you did
Yeah,
race.
I think he
Okay.
got a top 10, I believe. So he's already back to his normal Chase Elliott ways. So exactly 6 weeks.
And I'm surprised he decided to come back on that race with
I
a
was
lot
going
of
to
like.
ask you too, and he's going to probably like stay in that like race one. He's back.
Yeah,
full-time right
yeah.
now.
I would say so. Yes, he's back.
Okay.
Unless you enjoy Josh Berry that much that you'd like to see, got a second place finish at.
Or Jordan
The fact that
or
Chase
Jordan
said
Taylor
he's
at Watkins Glen or Sonoma.
Jordan Taylor.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I love funny.
Yeah. So Lars,
When is the next road course? Is it Chicago?
let me see.
Yeah, it's gonna
Chicago-
be-
Chicago's coming
No,
up
I think
soon,
I
isn't
think
it?
it's Sonoma.
Or is it
I think it's
June?
Sonoma because
Is Chicago that far
yeah,
out?
because Memorial Day, Chicago's in July. Excuse me. Sonoma is usually the right after Coca-Cola 600, which is Memorial Day, because Sonoma's always in between Memorial Day, Coca-Cola 600, and the week off for Father's Day. So Sonoma would be the next road course. First weekend in June, second weekend in June, something like that.
I want to see how they're going to do the scheduling for the Chicago road race for
If
NASCAR and then the Vegas
F1.
F1 race. I'm very interested in how they're going to do that. That's going to be so dope.
Are they on the same weekend?
I am going to check
I don't know.
that. That'd be pretty cool, actually.
I wonder what
Or you
I
just-
was thinking too. I was wondering what's Larson going to do next year. Is he not going to race the Coca-Cola 600, or is he going to get on like a private jet and race the Indy 500 and then head over to Charlotte?
Yeah, they do the double.
Wow.
Kurt Busch did it not that long ago.
Oh, okay. So there's way. Okay, so people have done it before. Nice. Okay.
You get to the chopper after the Indy 500. Go now. Hurry. Go to the chopper.
Oh, that's not going to be till November, the
Get to
F1
Charlotte.
race.
Oh,
Get to
Oh,
When?
yeah, and then NASCAR, freaking November 17th.
Kyle.
Get to Charlotte, North Carolina. Go. You have 600 more miles. Stock car. Go. Hurry. Hendrick Motorsport number 5. HendrickCars.com. You need to go, please.
I can't tell if he's doing Arnold Schwarzenegger or Mr. Chow from Mr. Chow's Chinese fast food. Kyle,
Get to the chopper.
Kyle, you have to
Dude,
go.
that
You
race-
have to go to
that F1
Indianapolis.
race starts at,
You
it starts at 10 p.m.
Do it. Go to the
Kyle, you have to go to Indianapolis. You have to run the Indy 500, and then you have to get to the
He's gonna
chopper.
pull a Dion, bro.
You have
Pull
to
a
go to the
Dion.
Coca-Cola 600, the longest race in NASCAR season. And then the very next week, you have to go to California and then run the Sonoma, the Toyota Save-Ma 350. I didn't do a very good job either, sorry.
world course. Napa Valley.
Well, I hope everyone enjoyed the final episode of the Comic Bookies podcast, because that's going to somehow get us canceled. Someone's going to listen to this and get us canceled.
Well, you have to throw the Mr. Chow in there.
Well, I couldn't tell.
Funny.
Oh, sorry.
I'm all
You cannot tell.
I'm all over the place. Remember that, Sean? Mr. Chance. That's me.
Oh. Mr. Chow,
best.
Chinese fast food.
It was good. It was, you know what? It was actually pretty good Chinese fast food.
It was actually okay. It
It
was
was right next to
If
it was
you
right
just-
next to Los Gallos and McDonald's right there.
And they made it a different Chinese
Oh,
place after.
that's
Yeah,
right.
that's right, dude. Right next to
man.
Swenson's.
Swenson's, my very first job.
Swenson's, the ice cream place.
15 years
Ice cream
old, my
place.
first
Before
job.
they made it Jurassic.
Yeah.
Jurassic.
Good neighbor restaurant.
Nice, dude. I had
hilarious.
no idea. So you learn something new every day.
There was a sandwich shop that was
Chocolate
right there.
malted shake. Ooh.
Was chocolate.
No, my brother got the clown face, the one with the upside down cone in the thing, and it has made into a clown face.
Oh my gosh.
That's so funny.
Dude, Swanson's, Cattleman's,
Oh,
legendary.
Cattleman's, yeah.
That's when that. Yes.
Dude, hell yeah.
That's when that park. That's when that shopping center was actually worth a damn.
Right, and then
with
and then,
Lucky's there.
across the street was Kids Castle, bro.
Oh,
Dead-
don't get started. Now it's a freaking Oasis Paradise or something.
Yeah, it's a
The
dead.
hell?
It's a freaking graveyard over there now.
Yeah.
Best thing there is freaking Popeyes.
That McDonald's though, man, that thing.
Okay, so
Me and Mike, that was Friday Night Freaks, baby.
That thing's older than me.
dude, that freaking after a football game or after a basketball game, if the line was too long at Los Gallos, I don't care who was there eating. Girls, we were trying to get with girls. We don't care. Me and Sean,
matter.
we just went and got 2 double cheeseburgers, 2 McChickens, and a hot
McChickens.
fudge sundae.
And a hot fudge sundae. It never
Yep,
changed.
and that was like what after taxes, because that was all $1, I think. It's like $5-6. Now a 2 double cheeseburgers, 2 McChickens, and a hot fudge sundae at McDonald's,
$20.
it's probably like fucking $15-20, dude. It's insane.
It's crazy.
$10 for a Whopper.
Good lord.
It's crazy.
If you don't
bro.
buy
You
the
might as well
if you
go
don't
to
buy
In-N-Out.
the meal, you feel stupid. Like, why would you not buy the meal? The meal's like $10.99. You get a Whopper by itself. It's like $9,
Right.
$9.50. You might as well
Exactly.
just
It's
Exactly. So let's segue back into Bubba Wallace's car from McDonald's. Let's give picks for Talladega this weekend. So who we like,
Ooh.
super speedways.
Logano.
You want to go lean more towards a Ford. Keselowski, even though he's not in Penske, he's always been historically good at Talladega. Who we picking, guys?
just because every race, literally, when I turn it on, it seems like he's like always in first, and I don't care how historically bad he does here. I like Larson actually. Dude, I'm Larson's dude.
I mean,
He's growing on me a little bit,
Larson
man.
was there at Daytona 500. He was there second place, third place, or whatever, until he got collected up into everything in the last lap. But yeah,
where
Until
did
Chase shows
Blaney
me that-
finish?
I am not picking Blaney. I am not mentioning
Blaney
Blaney's name again until he wins.
Blaney was my pick. For
But he's been my
Martinsville. Where'd he
pick for
finish?
like a third of these races the last 2 years, and he hasn't won shit since he won the All-Star race last year. So when's the last time?
They're gonna
I
have to
never
put him back.
remember.
They're gonna have to put him back into 21. Get Zane Smith in that
Bro,
car.
when's the last time he actually won a race? Was it the one when Larson was leading Atlanta or Vegas, the early season race where Larson was leading like 200 laps, and then Blaney passed him with like 25 to go. Like, oh, he's there. Like Larson dominated that race a couple years ago.
Man, that is crazy.
Last
though.
year.
2021.
That could have been the last. He hasn't won in a while, dude. And I don't know, man. I don't know what it is. He's sometimes I feel like he's too nice of a driver, but
Think so?
Maybe an asshole.
sometimes, but not like the talent's not there and the equipment's not there. It's just maybe something's not clicking.
I didn't realize
don't know.
Kestel
Right.
has 6
Cindric
wins
is
there.
Cindric
Damn.
is struggling. Cindric is struggling. So who knows? Maybe it's something in the Penske camp. I don't know how Logano finished second
Yeah,
yesterday.
Atlanta Motor Speedway, March 21st, 2021, Folds of Honor Quick Trip 500, Ryan Blaney in Atlanta. See, I know this.
Damn.
I don't think he's won another race since then, but he won that year. No, not that year's. Man, maybe it was then the previous year's All-Star race. Jesus Christ.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah,
Like,
so look at that. The headline.
long ash streak.
The headline: Ryan Blaney bypasses dominant Larson at Atlanta, lands first Cup Series win of 2021, and I think that's been it.
2 years ago.
I think that's been it.
And how he didn't get into the playoffs last year?
He did. No.
With 19 winners.
I don't think he did.
He was in the playoffs.
He didn't win.
How did he get in the playoffs? There was 19 winners and he didn't
I don't
win.
think he was in the playoffs.
Find out.
All right. Well, anyways, I'm going to go with shit. Let's go with either Keselowski or
Hey, I like those 6 career wins.
Maybe Hamlin.
Stands out.
Maybe Hamlin.
Nice.
But the baby's
He won the 0-2 All-Star race.
Yeah. Okay. Well, the baby's crying on the other side of this wall. So let's wrap this up. Episode 183 is done.
That's it.
Let's go.
We started late. We ended late.
That's how we do, though.
That's it.
Let's go. Shut her down, boys. Take us away for 183.
Super fun, guys. Obviously, a little bit late. We can blame the Warriors. We start late and we got a loss, so a double whammy. But once again, super fire. You know how it is, guys. Comics for 2 weeks. Playoffs is upon us. Baseball season's here. Maybe not the season that we want for either of our teams, but either way, keep supporting us. Keep giving us all your guys' love. In return, we're going to keep doing what we always do week in and week out, and that's provide the best possible content. If you find another podcast that does sports and comics, let us know, because you probably won't find one. Keep supporting us, the Comic Bookies Podcast. We love you guys.
That's right. That's right. And if you guys do find one, you probably got the damn idea from us, because we the truest to do it, and we thought you knew it. But as always, thank you to the Treasure Island Comics and Alex over there and the great community that of shoppers and customers and everybody surrounding that great organization that supports this podcast and helps us get it out to you on a bi-weekly basis right now. But as always, if you want to get in touch with us, we are on social media at the Comic Bookies, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. If you want to send us an email, thecomicbookies@gmail.com is where you can find us. And yeah, share your thoughts with us, share your opinions with us, writers, artists, anybody, interviews. You guys want to get your word out there. Let's connect. Let's network. That's what we're here to do, to meet you and have some fun. So yeah, just late night. So we're going to end it up. So thank you guys. And until 184, we will see you next time.
Yes, sir. Thanks, guys, for another great episode. I apologize to the fans who are waiting on it, but I lagged. I will get it out this weekend, but I will send out the post for the upcoming giveaway, which now includes a special edition copy of Parallel from our boy Jason Douglas right here.
JD.
And of course, can't forget Victor Danders' Kindergartens, this newest edition right here.
I'm actually want to see that. I want that one.
I can't wait to read it.
I got the money that we spent and gifted to Victor. We got 10 copies of it. So each of us gets one, and we can give away up to 7 copies of this thing. So thoroughly excited. So that is it. 183 is up. Enjoy the sports, enjoy the comics, enjoy the hell out of each other. See you on 2 weeks for maybe my birthday. Monday, May 1st, my birthday. So we'll see if we record that day or the day after. See ya.
Peace.
Peace, and always enjoy each other. And hopefully you're enjoying your sports teams doing a little bit better than ours this week. But see you later. Peace.